Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hello, wherever you are on the planet. Big up to every one of you for being here with me, and a massive big up, thumbs up, and all that malarkey to anyone watching it on replay. I'm normally joined by Elly. I don't know where she is. She was having a full body massage. So I'm thinking one or two things has happened. One, she's fallen asleep after her full body massage, which is exactly what I would do. Or two, the thunderstorms and the rain in Cyprus have made her internet go up the wall. Or, of course, there is secret option 3, where she's run away with the masseur or a Greek waiter like Shirley Valentine. Who knows? But if she turns up, she will join us, I'm sure. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I've been running around like a blue-bottomed fly today, but I'm here. And all is well with the world. Let's have a look and see who's in the chat. Looks like a quiet one today so far. Big up to Jim, first in. Good afternoon, Adrian. Hope you're well. Big up, Dave H. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Crazy busy, crazy, ridiculously busy day. But yes, all good, thank you. Morning. Hi, Lisa, lovely. She says, we'll try to listen from my morning drive. Hello to all in the chat. Always a pleasure to see you, my love. Big up, Drula. How's the lovely cooks doing? Have you cooked your husband their meals yet? Big up, Drula. For anyone that doesn't know, me and Elly were in Sava's stream earlier, and we're told that we should be doing cooking streams rather than football streams because we are actually living in the dark ages. Did you not know? Big up, Elly. You are here.
Yes.
I thought you might have fallen asleep after your massage.
Well, my husband had a fall at the supermarket and he damaged all his knee and he stubbed his toe. You know those escalators that...
Oh, and she's gone. I will have to see if she comes back. Brian Daigle says it's beautiful and sunny here in Toronto. Big up, Brian. So glad you got back safe and sound. I bet you're pleased to be home, and there was some snogs and kisses with your wife last night. Don't want to know the details, but big up to you. Thank you for popping in. And yeah, I'm sure it is beautiful and sunny. It's just a bit there here today. It's a bit grey. It's been raining. Yeah, it's not great. Good afternoon, Mia. Always lovely to see you, lovely. Dragon D's nuts, or she's in the middle of a happy ending. Oh yes, there's always that possibility. Big up, Nana Hotspur. Lovely to see you. Mia says, I mean, we can do both because as women we can multitask. Yeah, the other day I was cooking a lamb roast and ironing and watching Alan or Savile or someone. So us women are good at that multitasking malarkey. Big up to Mark CFC. Hope you are well. Big up, Mia. Yeah. Mia says, oh my God, I've never known such bad luck than Elly and Theo when it comes to injuring themselves. Me and Jim, hello. Broken arm in 4 places. I've got a sprained ankle. You know, it's a close one. Big up to Steve. Oh, big up to Steve D. Afternoon, 1-0. Big up to you. I hope you are well. Is Elly back?
Yes, I'm back.
I lost you.
I'm back like Spurs are back.
So did you not get your massage after all?
Yeah, I did. I got it, right? And my husband went to the supermarket, buy a few bits, fell on that escalator that, do you know that one's that's not got steps, it's just a conveyor belt. Yeah, he fell right at the bottom and the bloke helped him up, grazed all his knees, stubbed his toe. So both of our husbands are injured now.
Bloody hell. Do you know what, Elly? I've got to say, obviously every marriage is a partnership, and with Jim and I, we're together 24/7 because obviously he's officially my carer because of my fibro. But having him out of action, you realise just how much he does. And I get up in the morning, and by the time I sit and have a cup of tea, I am absolutely knackered. Yeah, I only just made it in time to get on Sava's stream this morning because it was so crazy.
Yeah, I understand because I care for Teos as well, right? He goes out to work, don't get me wrong, but when he comes back, he's debilitated because of his back, right? So all he does is sit down and drive all day, so it's not hard. But, you know, he's had a fall, he's got to get over it. you know, he's had plenty of falls in his life since he's done his backing. He walks like a penguin. And if you look to the back of him, he looks like he's a drunken.
Bless him. Well, I hope he feels better soon.
Yeah, let me turn my camera the other way. That's better.
Adrian says, I made French onion soup with a
To
butter
see my
and flour.
Australia hat now.
Yeah, your
I'm proud
lucky
of this
hat.
Yeah, I'm proud of this hat because it's Australia. You know, come on,
Yeah.
Aussie.
Come on,
Aussie
Ange.
Ange, Aussie Ange.
Exactly.
I'm going to call him Aussie Ange, not Greek Ange from now on.
Yeah, bigger Aussie Greek Ange.
Yeah. Yeah. So what are we going to talk about, Kate?
Well, I thought we would do player ratings from the game on Saturday.
Nice.
Not that I've even done any. I haven't even done any prep. I'm absolutely
10.
Yeah, so I thought we'd do some player ratings with the chat.
I'm not biased.
You missed our Kulu chat on Savage. You've already gone.
Yeah, I know. Anybody would think that Højbjerg was my husband. If they just tuned in and just saw me talking about Højbjerg, I think she's married to that man.
You missed me and Sava talking about Kulu and all.
Yeah, so what was the score? What was the scores on the doors? Did you come around, or do you think he's still limited? He's still a bit of a pest?
Yeah.
Not crossing the ball?
We both think that he should be yeah, we both think he's frustrating. We both think he should play in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I said on Fancam. I said it many times actually that he should be a number 10, and then we could have 2 number 10s, literally, and let Porro do that. Because Porro's better at it. He's better at beating a man and getting to the byline, because that's what he's used to in Portugal. Whereas Kulu, he's been taught from a young age to cut back. That's why he does it. It's not, and also because his right leg is pretty dumb, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got a brilliant left leg, but his right one, forget it. He's trying to work on it, but it's hard for him. And he's a big lad. He finds it hard to turn once he's gone one way. It's like, it's a bit like Højbjerg. The hips, the action in the hips are not there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't turn quickly.
100%.
Yeah.
Big up Joe Phillips.
Having said that, he does a lot. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're on a little bit of a delay, Ellie. That's why
I think I am. Cyprus time, isn't it?
Yeah. I was just over on the Liverpool stream correcting a few drama queens. I'm absolutely dumbfounded at the way they're acting like it's Armageddon.
They're like an episode of Brookside, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh God, it's ridiculous. George Kardaras, is that Greek? Just watch replay.
Kardaras. Yorgos Kardaras.
And Liverpool players, Jiggly all match, 2 deserved red cards, take after their manager. Agree. Good call. Decky is a number 10. Yeah. I watched last night. Specifically, every yellow card Liverpool were given, everyone was completely. Yeah, I agree. I think they were proper rattled during the game, and their discipline just went out the window. It's as easy as that. So they've got no one to blame but themselves, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and I heard you say you watched it 2 or 3 times, but I haven't had that pleasure. I wish, because I'm at my sister-in-law's, I can't just put the TV on and watch it over and over. But when I get back, I'm going to watch it again, because, you know, when you're in that heat of the moment, like you said, and you're not really, you're so tense and nervous that you don't take everything in. When you watch it for the second and then the third time, you see other little details, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I noticed loads more. For example, I didn't realise just how fantastic Porro had been until I watched it again.
You see, right? Because there was balls flying over his head and he was still managing it. Whereas before, they were flying over his head and he was losing his man. But he was tracking the man very, very well, and he got his tackles in.
Yeah. Right, so shall we do some player ratings? Shall we start with Vicario?
Please. I'm ready for you, Kate.
Let's start with Vicario. How do you think he did? And I'll tell you how I think he did.
I think I'll give him an 8. The reason I'm giving him an 8 because he was cool, calm, and collected when he was receiving the ball, and his
Yep.
passing was immaculate. He never lost it once, never put the players under too much pressure. He knew where to pick the pass. Yeah, and there was quite a few options because we were more available than the Arsenal game. Plus that the Arsenal players were pressing us more. So I'm giving him an 8, and he made 2 brilliant double stops. So yeah, he deserves it.
I think I'm going to go with exactly what you said. I would have given him an 8. I thought he had an excellent game. He's very, very underrated. And in my opinion, he's only going to get better. So, yeah, for me, I give Vicario an 8 as well.
Vicario.
What about Pedro Porro?
I'm going to give him a 9. Yeah, because he was excellent. I mean, you said it on Southers, how many draws he won. How much he got forward and helped out Kulu. Kulu helped him back, but he done most of the defending, not Kulu. Kulu was there to shepherd people rather than get the tackles in, whereas Porro was full pelt and he timed them really well. You know, I'm so proud of him because he's had a lot of stick as well, hasn't he? Yeah, they said, oh, he can't defend. I've even said it, actually. I've said, I don't think he's going to be able to cut the mustard, but now I've been proven wrong, so I'm going to eat some of that mustard tonight.
You know, the thing is as well, when we say these things, all of us want to be proved wrong. That's the thing.
Yes.
And he's proved us all wrong because I didn't think he'd be able to defend, and he's been magnificent. So for me, I would agree with you in giving him a big fat 9 on the day because I thought he was incredible on Saturday. Yeah, big up to Pedro Porro. Who have we got next? Next, we've got Christian Romero. Oh, I'm missing some. Sorry, people. I'm just going through your comments. Looks like we've lost Elly for a second.
Romero had a pretty decent game, but I'm going to give. Yeah, I think, So I think Romero had a pretty good game, but I don't think he was quite as good as the other players. So I'm going to give him a 7.5. Yeah.
For Romero. I'm just going through Romero, the chat. I forgot.
7.5 because it wasn't his best game, but he done pretty good. You know.
Drula's giving Vicario an 8.5 just for the double save and his celebration when he fell to his knees when Matip scored.
Oh my God!
Big up Daniel Sandoval. Big up Wayne Bonner. Adrian says Liverpool is still under 3 foot of water because of all the tears. Yeah, that's so true. Pedro Porro. Excuse me. Drula's giving an 8.5.
Yeah.
Jim's giving Vicario a 9. Ooh. Matt Spurs. Big up Matt. Let's not forget Porro toasted by Diaz for the disallowed goal. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but they're young players. They're learning their role. There's always going to be mistakes as far as I'm concerned, but generally I thought he was excellent. Porro 9, potato stew, player rating on good-looking ability. Romero has to be 10 out of 10. He is a handsome man.
Yeah, Mia would give him 10 out of 10 and all.
Yeah,
he's so lovely, gorgeous.
He is. He is.
You better calm down now, Kate.
I'm getting all hot. Adrian's giving Porro an 8. Joe Phillips, Porro an 8. Romero an 8 for Adrian. Anyone else? Who else have I missed? Big up Eugene. Nice to see you. Not seen you for a little while. I hope you're well.
Eugene.
I think I would give Romero an 8 as well. I think you said 7.5, didn't you?
Yeah. Because I thought he didn't dominate and he wasn't as impressive as the other games that he's played in, but he did his job. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to go with you, Elly. I'm going to change that to a 7.5 because you're right. He didn't dominate, and if anything, Van der Ven was the standout defender on the day.
Yeah.
7.5. That's fair.
Yeah, 100%. BTP. Yeah.
Then we've got.
So who we got next?
Van der Ven.
BDV.
Yes.
I'm going to give him a 9 as well. He was fantastic, even though Diaz got away from him for that goal. I think he tried his best, but remember that's he was cutting in from the left where Udogie was scared to tackle him because he was on a yellow again. So you got to take that into account, right? But his exemplary performance, passing, aggression, tackling, heading, everything about this man is, like you said, he's a Rolls Royce, and I said he's a Ferrari at the same time, because he's speed merchant, isn't he? And you don't realise how fast he is until he's in full stride, and you think,
I know.
Oh my God.
I know, it's craziness.
Like I think he's even faster than Ian Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I didn't realise both Romero and Van der Ven had 94% pass accuracy. Wow.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've really worked on that. And
Adrian says 8. Yeah. Legacy 11 says 8. Jim says 9.5. Wow. Like the partnership between Romero and VDV, almost good cop, bad cop, complement each other. I agree with that. Nana says 8.5. Drew Lala says 8 for his speed and aggression and 1 for his looks, so a 9. Joe Phillips says 9. The whole team have been performing to a man. Yeah, I'm going to say 8.5, I think, for me, for VDV, simply because I think Oro was man of the match, and so I gave him a 9. So I'm going to be a little bit... VDV, yeah. Next we've got...
Have you done your cooking yet, Kate?
No, I haven't. I'll do it later.
Bloody Wally, isn't it? Do you know
Honestly,
what? If I found him, I'd squeeze his nose, squeeze his bum. I'd squeeze everything. I say, get lost, you stupid git.
You know what? Some people
I'll kick
still
him
live
up the arse, not squeeze his arse.
Some people still live in the dark ages, I swear to God.
You know what I mean? Stupid
honestly.
Git.
Then I've got the man Udogie or Udogie or whoever you want to call him.
They call him Udogie today because if you take the DOG and reverse it, it's God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up Bobby K. So what are we giving Udogie today?
I'll give him an 8 because he was pressing very well. Defensively got caught out a few times, but I forgive him because he's young and he does recover. When he gets caught out, he always recovers and battles for the ball back. So I'll give him an 8.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right.
Facing Salah, remember, who's a tricky little character. When he's on form, he was a bit off par yesterday. Not yesterday, day before, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, 8 is a fair score. I
think so. I think a lot of the time he was under control with Salah, but he did lose him a couple of times, which you expect. He's only a kid, isn't he? I mean, at the end of the day.
Yeah. He's like a little snake, Salah. He gets away from it.
Yeah, slippery little bugger.
Little snake, slap him one. Not violence, just like slap him a little bit.
Joe Phillips says a 9 for Udogie. What a player at 20. Don't think he'll remain at Tottenham for long, sadly. No, don't say that.
You know what? Because, once these Real Madrids come a knocking, these boys' heads get turned, don't they? Even Romero and VDV will be on their radar as well. Don't you worry. But if we can have them for a couple of seasons, that'll do me. 2 seasons, 3 seasons. Because Romero's been with us. This is his 3rd season, isn't it?
Yep, it was. And he was unlucky for his yellow. Massively unlucky.
Come on.
Udogie gets an 8.5. Yeah, I think an 8 is fair.
Yeah.
I thought he did well against a world-class player like Salah. Such a hard player to contain. Who have we got next? Maddison.
Oh, this is a hard one because he was in and out of the match. He wasn't as influential, but when we needed him, he came good. But I would say 7.5 because he wasn't as influential as other games and he didn't create as much as he should have. But he was getting well marked. But when he did get away from his marker, he was very good. Yeah, I think 7.5 because I don't think he was as good as the other players on the day.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
They kept him quite quiet, didn't they? Let's be fair.
Yeah, they did, because they knew he was a danger, and they
Yeah,
put
of
3
course.
men on Kulu because they know that he can get past them. They probably haven't done their homework properly on Kulu, because if they did, they would have showed him the outside, wouldn't they? Not letting him cut inside. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think 7.5 is fair for Madders, because he wasn't quite there, was he? Yeah,
no. I agree, Madison, with Joe Phillips, who says that he's the indispensable player. I agree with that, but I
yeah.
don't agree with a
I
9
don't agree with
based
a
on that.
9. Nah.
That's a bit high. Um,
Yeah,
it
too
was, it
high.
was, yeah, marked out the
That's
game
more
for the
like it.
majority of it.
7.5 is fair.
Yeah. Proud to be a Geordie says, when does the cooking stream start?
When the
yeah,
other
you've got to
ladies
laugh.
come in,
Do you know what? Funny thing is, I love how
we'll
defensive
get Mary Berry in.
Yeah, I loved how defensive Sava got of us, and he was very protective of his ladies. But it just makes me laugh. It just makes me laugh. I think it's hilarious that people can still try and use that comeback. But have we lost her again? I've lost Elly again. I can't see Elly. She's blacked out. Next we have got the big boss man himself, Basuma. Oh, by the way, big up Bobby K. I did see you come in, my darling. I hope you are well. I hope everyone is well. That I've missed. I'm trying to do the comments as we go. Kate Kitchen, laugh out loud. I actually am a whiz in the kitchen, but apparently you're supposed to just be a whiz in the kitchen if you're a lady and not speak about football. I never realised that. I should learn my place. Madazay is not the kind of player you expect 90 minutes of magic, but he gave us one moment of magic with that pass for the pigeon. Yeah, there is that. Try my best here. Sweetie Todd said she's gone to clean the kitchen. Basuma 7. Let's hope Ellie's not fallen over. Or don't even say it. Basuma a 9. Basuma an 8.5. Oh, she's back, I believe.
Yes, I'm back again. Sorry, because there's been rainstorms here today.
Yeah, you said that earlier.
So it's affected. Yeah,
Elly,
it's
go back
raining
to
now,
Cyprus.
actually, as well.
You had a better connection than you do when you're hiding from banjos. She's still in Cyprus, Bobby K. She's still there. What do you give Basuma, Elly?
I'll give him a 9. The reason I'm giving him a 9, because he was very influential. He done some brilliant tracking back as well as going forward. And he was like I call him the spider, because everything goes through Basuma. The ball is given to him on every single occasion. If Madders is further forward, he's the holding player. He stays disciplined, right, and he holds our whole midfield together with Papassar as well, right? Because Papassar has got legs and he can run, but Basuma that everybody trusts with the ball. It's like Dembele, but I'll be better in a way. Yeah, and he never
Yeah.
scores. He's unselfish, because he'd rather lay it off than score himself. But yeah, I think he deserves a 9, because he was always involved. Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would give him a strong 8.5. So we're round about the same ballpark. I've just got to read this comment out from Leo.
Not bad.
Kate, your knowledge of the game and of Spurs is awesome. I love the show. Now go make us a sandwich. Big up, Leo. That's brilliant.
What do you want in it? Cheese and pickle? Or cheese and mustard?
So funny. Norman Stanley Fletcher says it's not going away. Red Men TV punter cited corruption with Man City's Arab influence and the power behind the problem in general. Anyway, hi Kate and welcome back, Elly. I did watch a stream yesterday where she's gone again, where they were talking, a Liverpool fan was talking about corruption and saying that the particular referee in charge of the game at the weekend had been in Saudi just a few days previously, and that this VAR has allowed it to be more possible to corrupt decisions in the game. So I don't think it's going anywhere. Particularly, I think that Liverpool are going to drag it on and on and on. However, I don't know what they want to achieve, and I don't know what they think they will achieve. But yeah, we'll see. Matt Spurs says, Basuma, I wanted him to run at Paul's loaded block defence. He's that good at beating a man. Oh, she's back again.
Yeah, I'm going to put it up here. That's better. Maybe you won't see me though. That's better.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I'll come inside because the rain's affecting the connection.
Oh, is it raining again?
Yeah.
Do you know what, Elly? When you was on Savage Show earlier with me, you looked like you were going to melt. You were going. I could see your face. You look so hot.
That's why I came in, because I was sweating because the sun was blaring down on me.
Oh my God! So I can't cope with heat like that.
I know, but I think it's raining because it's Liverpool tears.
They've hit Cyprus.
Yeah. There's quite a lot of Liverpool fans over here as well.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, they're glory hunters, aren't they?
Yeah, that's true. Next, we've got Papa Mate Sarr.
Oh, I think he played quite well. I'll give him an 8. Because he was here, there, and everywhere, wasn't he? He was like Basuma's right-hand man, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Mopping up everything else that needed to be mopped up and driving us forward. Hardly lost the ball. So I think he's solid 8. I think he deserves that.
Yeah, I think I would be a little bit harsher and go 7.5, but I thought he had a good solid game. And a lot of what he does goes unnoticed, doesn't it, Elly? Because he just does his job, and no tricks and flicks and flair. He just does what he has to do. Yeah,
but when it's needed, right, I think he can drive us forward very well because he's got the legs and the fitness. And it does show, because their midfield, right, they took off McAllister because he couldn't cope. So they took him off and put a more agile player on. So that just shows you that Klopp saw that. And I thought Papa Sarr was very good with Basuma. Yeah, and I love him. I think he's fantastic. And he's taken Højbjerg's place, my little Pierre. But who better to replace him than that guy? And he's stronger than you think. Like Mia says this, he's much stronger than people give him credit for, because he's quite slight, isn't he? He's thin.
Yeah? He is so slim.
He's so slim, but he's strong, which is a good attribute to have. You know, the power's there. Yeah.
Well, I'm getting 7s, between
7.5, 8s, yeah.
Yeah, so everyone's around about the same agreement.
7.5 averaging, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, big up, Ben. Put the close sign up. How dare customers interrupt you coming into our show? Do they think they are the bastards?
Do you think we should make Ben a sandwich?
It's easy, Ben. We just give him a crisp sandwich, put some Watsits in some bread, and he'll be fine.
I like crisp sandwiches as well.
So do I. I had Dorito sandwich yesterday. It was lovely. Yeah. This is exactly right what Potato Stew says. Did great, didn't shine, kind of love that kind of player. Exactly. Just does their job and gets on with it. Brilliant. That's what we need, players like that.
Yeah.
Adrian says, shout out to Liverpool for non-stop moaning.
Come over here, T. My husband's just walked in.
Oh,
he's injured. Look, I'm going to show you his knee now. Look.
Oh, what's happened?
Yeah, have a good look. It's only a little bit. I'm still alive.
Oh, no.
Oops. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Yeah, he just wants his trunks because he wants to go into the water. There you go.
You two should be wrapped in bubble wrap.
For you.
Yeah, all right.
You get injured more times than me and Jim, you two.
Yeah, I know. We're like Calamity Jane and Calamity John. You know? I'm sure I'm going to get injured again at the Spurs game. The next one.
Don't say it. Ben says I have to make my own sandwich. Oh, poor Ben.
Oh, you didn't say the F word.
We did, but I didn't say it. I'm a lady.
My husband's going, ew, how long? How long? Go and make your own sandwich. No, it's a joke. Somebody said women should be cooking. He's going to bloody agree with that bloke.
Yeah, probably. Big up to Ian Barron, who says, good afternoon, everyone watching. Hope you're well, having a great day. Have lights as normal. All I'm doing at the minute is sleeping. Chronic fatigue is not good. Bless you. I suffer with the same thing, and it isn't nice. I'm not sleeping. Since Jim's had his accident, since we've had our accident, I've not slept a good night because I've never, in the last 24 years, I've not slept on my own. And I'm having to sleep in a bed on my own. I can't sleep.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
It's
I have
horrible.
to sleep separately from Teos most times as well because he's a slapper. He's not. He moves his arm across and whacks me one. I'm sure he doesn't like me.
See, I've got restless leg syndrome, but I think Jim's kind of got used to it. So I do give him a kick sometimes, but he snores, so we balance each other out. But I just can't imagine, like, I can't cope with sleeping alone now. And I've tried sleeping downstairs and I don't sleep. So I'm running on coffee at the minute, I'm afraid.
So you're all snoring, all kicking family.
Exactly. Bobby says, Kate has cursed the whole community. Jim down, Ben got hurt, Nick got sick, little Kay in a cast, and now Theo. Just saying.
Bobby Kay's in sympathy with you, T.
And don't forget, I've actually got a sprained ankle as well, so I think I've cursed myself. Yeah, and whiplash. Jim says, can you imagine if we were on holiday together? I think we might need injury insurance.
Yeah.
Elly, give Theo a big kiss from me and the boys, please, and we all hope he feels better.
There you go, T. Bobby said give you a big kiss, but not online. That'll gross people out.
Bless. Yeah, I do hope he feels better. And please don't have any more injuries.
Yeah, don't have any more injuries, all right, T? Be careful down those stairs.
This is going to be an interesting one. Next, we've got Kulu, Miss Elly.
Yeah, Kulu. Oh, it's a bit of a tricky one because he was frustrating, but he was good as well. He'd done a lot of good things and a lot of meh.
Yeah.
I like Kulu, right? But I just think he's not hit form yet. So I think maybe 7.5. I think no. So I'll say 7. I'll say 7 because I think the half. If he'd done a good crossing, which he didn't, right? But I just think he's got more to come because he has got more in his locker. When we play the lesser teams as well, he'll be firing because these teams that are at top of the league, you know, they're the cream of the crop teams. Liverpool's, the Arsenals, the Chelsea's. They're going to be harder, but the Sheffield United's. You saw he scored against Sheffield United as well, didn't he? So I think 7 is fair because he didn't do anything to light up the match, did he?
No, I mean, for me, he'd get a 6. I think there's a place for him in this team. I just don't think it's on the wing.
Yeah, I think his ball retention's fantastic because, like I said on the fan show yesterday, I said if you've got the ball and he holds it up very well, then the opposition can't score because we're holding possession. And he's very good at keeping the ball as well and just passing it simple. Sometimes football can be a simple game, but I think he's got other things in his locker. He has got vision, the boy, because we saw it when he first came in, but he just hasn't hit those heights yet. So I'm looking forward to him hitting better heights and taking more of risks as well. And I know he won't go to the bylines. It's not worth going there because he won't. It's very rare. You hardly see. He always checks back, doesn't he? Because that's what he's been taught from a young lad. Yeah, so I think 7 is fair.
What I will say is a couple of times Jim's sort of pointed things out because Jim's quite a big Kulu fan. And he is good off the ball at like dragging players away. Like, so they run to follow him and then they get space elsewhere. Things I didn't notice the first time I watched it, I saw the second time, because I thought he was awful when I watched the game live, but I thought the game was awful. When I rewatched it, I didn't realise just how much of the play that we had, and we actually dominated most of the game.
I thought the game was tremendous.
Yeah,
It was like
I think
end to end, very exciting, a lot of caginess going on, a lot of movement off the ball that you don't notice when you first watch it. I notice it more because I was a midfielder, so I noticed the midfielders' movement off the ball, but I also noticed Kulu's movement off the ball, and he's a very intelligent boy. The way he moves, he takes players out of action and allows others space to run into. So you've got to take that, like your Jimbo said, you've got to take that into consideration when you're giving a mark as well. Even though he is frustrating when he gets that ball, you think, come on, Kulu, take your man and take him on. You know, you really want him to, because he's got the skill. But remember, Liverpool put 3 men on him most of the time because they knew he was a danger.
Next we've got, I didn't do these in any particular order, but next we've got our Captain Fantastic, Mr. Sonny.
He played pretty well. I'll give him a 7.5. If he didn't score, I would probably give him a 7, but he scored, so I'm going to give him a 0.5 for the scoring. And he took his goal very well. His movement was very good yesterday. Not yesterday. I keep on saying yesterday. On Saturday, isn't it? Yeah. I think 7.5 because he didn't set the game alight, but he was trying his best and he was pressing well. So I think 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. I'll settle at that.
Yeah. We was good people like Jamie Redknapp and that twat Neville just like to bum Liverpool up and put us down.
Yeah.
I know.
I hate football pundits now. The only football pundit I like is Ian Wright. And he's
like him.
I think he's lovely.
I think Jermaine Genius is good at times, and Alan Shearer, I have to say. But Neville and Carragher, I don't like either of them.
Nah, Neville and Carragher could do one. But Ian Wright's my favourite because he's very honest and he doesn't take the Gooner hat on when he's talking about Spurs, whereas Paul Merson, he can do one and all. He can do two.
Well, Ian Wright always gives credit where it's due.
Yeah.
So someone's put the referee gets a 9.
I agree. I'll give him a 10.
Yes, Sonny was about 7.5. I agree. I think he tried in the first half. He did some good stuff in the first half, but it didn't set the world alight. 8 for Sonny. Shame not scored 2. Yeah. Oh my God, when he missed that goal, I was devastated. And didn't he have an offside as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He scored, didn't he? But he was offside. Yeah.
And then we've got Manor Solomon.
He was a bit frustrating as well. He was running around like a blue-ass fly, but not doing anything with the ball. I'll give him a 6. I can't give him any more than that. I think 6 is fair because he did try, the boy. He does try, but I think he lacks finesse sometimes. You know, like when you're running towards goal, just take stock and see what's about and then pass the ball. Use your brain, your football brain. But I think he's a bit like Lennon. His legs go faster than his brain.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? But he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. I'm not digging him out because he has had good games for us. But I think 6 is a fair score for him. I can't give him any more than that.
Yeah, I agree. I wasn't impressed with either of our wingers, actually, to be fair. So, I'd give him a 6. Coover says, I've been watching for nearly 40 minutes and you haven't talked about a single recipe yet. Is everything okay? Everyone's saying...
I've got a whole cookbook full of Greek food if you want it, Kulu.
Lovely.
Coover, I was going to call him Kulu there. I'll send you it. I'll WhatsApp it to you later, Coover. I won't even charge you. Free of charge.
Taking your Spurs hat for a minute, what do you give Big Ange, bearing in mind his substitutes, everything?
His in-game... I heard people saying that his in-game management is not good. I think it's exemplary because what he does, right, he uses his substitutions when he has to. He doesn't just put them on willy-nilly. He sees
Yeah.
things that are going wrong in the game. Like when he put Højbjerg on, he could see that Basuma and Madders were tiring, right? And then he put Skip on before, right? So he saw that, right? And he saw that, you know, Madders is carrying a little bit of an injury, so is Sonny. So, right, so he replaces Sonny, right, and puts on Valise, I believe. So he's a very clever manager. He doesn't always do something like out of passion. You know, he's a thinking manager, you know, which is good, because when you do it out of passion, like you feel the crowd's passion, like they want to change, but he doesn't do it. He does it when he feels it's right. And I saw that Basuma was getting tired, and I saw that other players were tiring as well, like Madders, Sonny, and I just think his in-game management is fabulous, and he knows exactly when to bring the players on. Yeah.
So what would you give him for? Smash the lights, people. I put it in chat as well.
I'll give Ange Postecoglou a 9, because I think those substitutions, they did make a difference, because we were tiring and Liverpool were getting a bit of the upper hand and they were attacking us. Luckily, Porro was on form, and luckily VDV was on form. Otherwise, they would have got through a lot. And also, Basuma, when he tracked back and tackled Salah, that was fabulous, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bloody brilliant. I was going, go on, Basuma, go
on, kick him.
Go on, my son.
Bobby K said a big Ange got a 3 when he made those subs, but turned to a 14 when he showed my dumb ass. So there is a reason he's behind that bench and I'm watching from my sofa. Ange is 7.
That's a good comment, Bobby.
Yeah, I mean,
but you're not a dumb ass, Bobby. You're a very intelligent man.
Jim says Ange is a massive fat 10. The subs worked when they came on. The game stepped up again as skipping the box created the defender to kick wild. Yeah, I wouldn't say I was a bit disappointed with the subs, but it's hard to criticise him when it all worked out okay in the end. That's the thing.
Yeah. You know what it was, right? He brought on Davies as well, which was a bit of a bummer, but, you know, he probably wanted to give him a run out, and he saw Udogie was tiring as well, right? So, all in all, the substitutions worked, because Højbjerg came on as well, and he didn't solidify this time. He actually pushed us forward. So that was an obvious instruction. I tell you what, though, I'm very angry, because you told me that Højbjerg went off, and I saw him sneaking off, right? And I thought, right, I'm going to message him tonight. I'm going to wait. I'm going to message him. I'm going to say, why did you sneak off and you didn't go and celebrate with the players? Come on, Højbjerg. Even if you want to leave, just go and celebrate.
I don't like things like that. It puts a sour taste in your mouth.
He's in my bad book now. If he doesn't respond to me, because he does respond to me, or his PR men do, right? Whoever it is, I don't care. I just want a response. Yeah.
Only reason I didn't do the player range with the subs is because we're short of time this week, because we've got to finish at 2.
So we've got 17 minutes, haven't we?
Yeah, and we've got to do our predictions yet.
Come on then, let's get to it.
But last week was these were the results. 6-1 Villa beat Brighton. You predicted a 2-2 draw, and I predicted 3-2 to Villa, so I got a point there. United Palace was 1-0 Palace, and we both predicted a United win, so we got nothing. Newcastle Burnley was 2-0. We both predicted a Newcastle win. 3-1 you said, 5-0 I said, so we both got a point.
There you go.
Wolves Man City was 2-1 to Wolves. Neither of us saw that coming.
How did that happen?
I know, so we both got nothing. Bournemouth Arsenal was 4-0 to Arsenal. You said 3-1, I said 2-1, so we both got a point.
Yeah. I knew Arsenal would win that one.
Yeah. West Ham Sheffield United was 2-0 to the Hammers. You said 2-0, so you get 3 points.
Yes.
I said 3-0, so I've got 1 point. Everton Luton. We both predicted 2-0 Everton, and it was 2-1 to Luton, so we both get nothing.
Useless. Come on, bloody Everton are useless, aren't they?
Yeah. Spurs Liverpool, you predicted the correct score, 2-1.
Come on.
And I predicted a draw, so you get another 3 points.
Yes.
Forest Brentford was 1-1. You predicted 3-3, and I predicted 2-1 to Brentford, so you get a point.
Right.
And Fulham Chelsea was 2-0 to Chelsea. You predicted 2-1. I predicted 1-1, so you got another point, and you smacked me 10 points to 4 this week.
I'm fighting back. Come on. You're still in the lead, though, I think, 3-2.
Smashed the granny out of me this week.
Yeah, I smashed her.
Yeah,
Get
you
back
did.
in the kitchen. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. Bobby K says, Elly, you're such a liar. You don't have a bad book. You love everyone.
I don't love everybody. I'm telling you, I don't love Eric Dyer, and I don't like Davis, and I hated Sanchez because he used to make so many mistakes. But Dyer's my worst. I don't like him.
Bill P's in the house.
Bloke, but I just don't like him as a footballer.
Yeah. Bill P, yeah, woo. He says Kate loves Kulu. I can assure you Kate does not love Kulu.
He despises him.
I don't despise him. I just don't particularly like him as a winger. Spurs under 21s for Chelsea 2. Santiago Donnelly got 2. John 6 wins out of 6, 8 wins out of 8, including the trophy. Yeah. Bobby K, I'll have you know, I'm not that crap at the predictions. I'm actually leading. But Elly kicked my ass this week. Absolutely smashed the granny out of me.
Yeah.
So, but let's go on to next week or this week coming. First one is Luton.
Woo!
Luton versus Spurs. Woo!
Woo!
Luton Spurs. What are we thinking?
3-1 Spurs.
Okay. This is such a hard game to call, I think.
I know. I've heard nobody thinks we're going to lose it, I don't think.
I think I'm going to go with you because I think we'll score 3, but I think they score. So I'm going to go 3-1.
I think they'll score. Yeah, like from a corner.
Yeah. Fulham, Sheffield United.
3-1 Fulham.
3-1 Fulham. I'm going to go 1-1, I think. I forgot to check the chat for the Luton game. 3-0 to Spurs, 9-0, Jim says. Living in dreamland. 4-1 to Spurs, 8-0, says Mole. Hi, Leo.
That'd be a good score.
Potential banana skin on the horizon. Need a few early, could turn into a Burnley result. This is what worries me.
I think we've got
their ground is their ground is so different to what we used to. Yeah.
Now. We've got resilience. We go to the end.
Yeah, we never stop.
Yes.
Then we've got Adrian saying Luton 1, Spurs 4, Kulu with 2.
Oh,
Polo and Basuma.
Oh, Kulu. Give me a ginger from Sweden. Number 21, his name is Kulisevsky.
Drew is playing 2-1 Fulham to beat Sheffield United. 17-0 to Spurs, says Bobby K. Spurs win 7-3, obviously, says Kuva. Jim says,
I think that score every week.
I know. I'm married to UK. Of course, I'm in dreamland.
Yeah.
What's he after?
Your angel.
What is he after? And we have Everton dominated Luton, but still lost. Yeah. 4-1, Sonny hat-trick. 17-1 Tottenham. Wow.
I watched the Blackburn-Leicester game as well, and Blackburn played bloody good. And they lost 4-1 as well. Yeah, they had more chances. That Mark Andy, who we sold to them, he played very well. Yeah, I was spying on Harry Winks, you see.
Oh, okay. I suppose it's the same as everything. If you don't take your chances, this is what happens. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Burnley versus Chelsea.
Oh, my God. Well, Chelsea just beat Fulham, didn't they, 2-0? I don't know. Oh, I think Chelsea are going to win. I think 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah. I think Burnley will score.
I'm going to go 2-1 Burnley. Wishful
Okay.
thinking, that is.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking. I mean, even though Chelsea won last night, I didn't think they were great. I've got to be honest.
I didn't watch the match, but I heard Broja played pretty well.
Yeah, he was all right, but he missed a couple of absolute sitters. Oh my
Did he?
God. Yeah. Yes, I know I've only got 10
You've got to be
minutes.
there to miss them, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Yeah.
2-2, 2-1 to Chelsea, sadly. 2-1 to
Yeah.
Burnley. Yes, Drula, you're with me there.
Yeah.
Man United versus Brentford.
Oh my God, Brentford have hit a bit of a poor patch, haven't they? So I'm going to go 3-1 to Man United.
3-1.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 1-0 Man United.
Okay.
Sorry, Mark CFC, for upsetting you, saying that I think Chelsea will lose.
Yeah.
Next, we've got Everton Bournemouth.
Oh my God, some crappy matches, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everton Bournemouth 2-2. Go on, I'll go with 2-2. A Desmond 2-2. It had to come out sometime, didn't it?
I'm going to go with Everton 1, Bournemouth 2. I don't know why. I wrote it and then I thought, but I'm just going to keep it. It must be a
Just
sign.
Keep it. Yeah.
There's loads of crazy. Brentford United 3-0, United Brentford 2-2, 1-1. Everton 0, Bournemouth 0. Oh, that sounds like a very boring game. Mark's expecting Chelsea to win 3-1. Then we've got another dodgy game: Palace versus Forest.
I think Palace are going to win. I think 2-0 to Palace.
2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1 to Palace. I think they'll win. I think they've got too much quality.
Yeah. They're a good team, Palace. They just don't get the results.
No, that's right. It's like they can't finish their dinner. They've got some real
I think
players.
they don't stay disciplined.
Yeah.
You know, not like last season when Hodgson took over, they were more disciplined. I've been watching them this season and they've lost a little bit of their discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we've got Brighton Liverpool.
Oh my God, after Brighton got thumped by Aston Villa. You expect Liverpool to go there and thump them, didn't you? But I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go for a 3-3 draw.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 3-2 to Brighton. And I really hope it's a really dodgy VAR decision that makes Brighton win.
That'd be good because Liverpool are more, I don't know, I suppose Liverpool are more of a threat to the top 5.
Yeah.
But Brighton, they're going hot and cold, aren't they?
Yep. What I just love, I mean, I hate their manager. I can't bear De Zerbi. I think he's vile, but I love watching Brighton play. I know. He's cocky. I just can't stand him.
My husband Theo had a little goatee like that, and my daughter said we're going to shave it off in the middle of the night, and that was Bangela's job. But she chickened out, and we had to put up with it for 2 or 3 weeks, and then we kept on nagging him, like all of us, because it looked stupid. He looked like Robert Pires gone wrong.
Yeah. Brighton 3, Liverpool 1. 3 actual goals. 2-2 Brighton. I don't care if he's an elite manager, Ben. I'm not saying that I don't rate him as a manager. He's a great manager. I just don't like him as a human. I think he's so cocky, and I just don't like him at all.
Is, if he's an elite manager, why isn't he at an elite team?
Yeah.
Let's see if an elite team pick him up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because nobody picked him up after his brilliant performance last season.
That's true, Elly. That's very true.
Nothing against Ben, because Ben, if you think he's an elite manager, let's see if an elite team picks him up, because he is a very good, very, very good manager. You can't doubt that.
Yeah.
And he brings along fantastic players out of nowhere and makes them into superstars. You know, so I just hope another team picks him up, because he deserves it, I think.
Yeah. De Zerbi looks unhinged, like he's a time bomb. Agreed.
Yeah, he's Italian.
He'll be at Juventus next year, apparently, according to Ben.
Italian men are very passionate, I'd say.
Yeah.
sometimes it's not a controlled passion. We saw it with our
Conte.
manager Conte. He lost it a few times, didn't he?
Yeah. Then we've got West Ham Newcastle.
Oh my God. Oh God. I'm going to predict a Newcastle win because they're on fire. I'm going to say 3-1 to Newcastle. So I think West Ham's bubble's been burst.
I'm going to go 3-3 draw there.
Okay.
I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Whoa.
So
it's going to be a good match, though. I'm looking forward to that one.
It will be. It will be.
Yeah.
And then we got Wolves and Aston Villa.
Oh my God, that's another hard one because that's a local derby, isn't it? And they've got rivalry. I'll go for a draw. I'll go for a high-scoring draw. I'll go. Desmond 2-2 or a 3? No, I'll go for a Desmond 2-2.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think Wolves are getting some form now. And your man Neto's playing very well, mind you.
Yeah. I'm going to go for Wolves 2, Villa 3 for that game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know everyone keeps saying that Gift Allban's poor form this season. I'm not sure he's the answer. We'll see. The last
they would have
game,
gone for him, wouldn't they? They
exactly.
didn't go for him.
Yeah,
they went for belief, as Eltel Cockerell says. It's belief.
The best game of the weekend, and should be an absolute classic, is I think Monday. Actually, I think it's on Arsenal Man City.
Oh, I'm going to go for a Man City win.
Yeah,
a close one. I think it's going to be a 1-0 to Man City.
Wow.
Yeah.
1-0.
I think it's going to be really tight, 0-0 half time, and then Man City will probably, I'll say Haaland to get the winner.
I'm going to go 2-1 Man City because I think Arsenal score at home. So yeah, West Ham 2, Newcastle 2, Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. That's that
4
Christmas
minutes.
song, isn't it?
I love that song.
It's good. The little boy's so cute in it. Oh,
yeah.
He's so cute.
4 minutes. A lot can happen in 4 minutes, Bobby K, trust me. City squeak it 2-1. That's what I think. It'll be a squeaky bum time. Oh, Drula says 6-1 Man City.
Yeah, and the sandwich could be made in 4 minutes.
Exactly. Why are the Arsenal at home again? Because they always are at home. I don't understand it.
I'll give you a question. I'll give you a question, Kate. If we get the 4-minute warning, right, and you had a choice of kissing any man on earth, who would that man be?
My husband.
There you go. That shows you true love.
Yeah, without even thinking about it, it would be.
All right, if it's not Jimbo, who would you choose?
If it
I'm being cheeky now.
If it wasn't Jimbo, it'd probably be I don't know, there's so many. I think maybe
have one, don't be greedy.
I think Charlie Hunnam out of Sons of Anarchy it'd have to be. What about you?
Well, obviously my husband, and then the second one I would choose. Do you know what? I'm going to go for somebody. I'd go for Richard Gere because I think he's sexy.
He is sexy. He was very sexy and an officer and a gentleman.
Yeah, he's just got that. He's got that demeanour as well, isn't he?
Yeah,
he knows he's good looking. Very suave. He knows himself. Yeah. I would have chosen Pierce Brosnan, but I think Richard Gere's just got a little edge on him.
Do you know what? Pierce Brosnan's my favourite Bond. I loved him. I think he's so calm, cool, and collected.
I know.
But I'm getting told it's coffee time, so that means our time is up.
At the end of Elly and Kate.
Yeah, thanks everyone for coming in. Please do smash the likes on the way out because it does help. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. We will be back next Wednesday as normal, won't we, Elly?
Yes, we will. And I'll be back in England then.
Yeah,
and I see that we're going to get good weather.
Are we?
Yeah, apparently my husband's been looking up. It's going to be 25 on the weekend.
Yeah.
And then it drops down to 16 to 17. So it's not that bad.
Oh, okay. And I will, me, you and Mia need to speak. So we were talking about doing a girls' show a ladies' show, the three of us. So we'll have to sort it out when you're back.
We've got to combine our strengths, haven't we? We're all
exactly.
We're all similar, but we've all got our own niche as well. So yeah.
So when you're back, we'll have a little meeting or something.
Have a little meeting.
Yeah, little mothers meeting.
We won't do it in the kitchen either.
No. Everyone head on over to the coffee company now for an hour of chill. And yeah, we will see you. I'll see you all tomorrow at 1. And anything else you want to add before we go, Elly?
No, just that we love everybody in the chat. We support Kate because she's fabulous. Support Mia because she's fabulous. Support all the women because we're bringing you different flavours every week. Kate is fabulous. Her show is the funniest on the internet by far. The funniest, but also the most. She knows her football, right? And she gives honest opinions. That's the main thing. There's not hiding behind dishonesty. It's honest, frank and clear messages sent out to the community. Yes.
Bless you, Elly. You're very sweet.
Yes.
Mwah. Well, on that note, thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, see you tomorrow. And as always, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs.